all, and today's presentation is entitled Securing Your Financial Future with OnPassive. How many of us have been through different programs and schemes with the hope and the dream that we would increase our cash flow and make a difference in our life and the lives of family and friends around us? I'm going to assume that the disappointments were endless. Many have looked for work online in multi level marketing, direct sales, trading, and even crypto. Most of us could not make it happen for various reasons. So we're here today to talk about a company that I came across back in November of 2018 that has changed the business model where the company does all the heavy lifting and we don't have to do any of the work. Meaning that we can be anywhere in the world and our businesses will be taken care of. Most people think about work as getting up in the morning, going through traffic, opening the business for 8 or 9 hours, and then closing the business and rushing back through the same traffic, only to realize that our kids are already in bed and our spouses have that familiar look on their faces. Well, an online business can change all of that for you. So, as you look at this image, I want you to think about all the things that you would or would not do if you didn't have to stress about money. At this time, you're probably asking yourself, is that even possible? Or is this just another one of those program things? Well, let's get an idea from one of the richest men in the world and see what he has to say. Warren Buffett says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. It is pretty similar to the expression, doing the same thing year in, year out, and expecting a change is the definition of insanity. So the question arises, how can one make money while they sleep? Well, former President Bill Clinton says, because of the power of the internet, people can use small sums of money to make large sums of money. So having an online business is directly connected to working on the internet. Now, there is an expression in the internet world that the internet is the great equalizer. And indeed, the internet is a great equalizer because once you put it to good use, it does not sleep, it does not complain, it does not get sick, it doesn't ask for vacation, it does not ask for a raise, it simply works 24/7. This means that you can be making money while being with your loved ones. And as we said before, you can make money on the internet even while you are fast asleep. So you can conduct an online business and still enjoy the niceties of life. Now, making money on the internet requires two things. It requires one to sell products or services and to build a team of customers. But as we can see in this image, it is not as easy as it may seem. So we are faced with a problem. And the problem is, many of us don't know how to sell. Many of us do not know how to recruit. And many of us simply don't know how to build a team of customers. So as a result, very few succeed online. In fact, the percentage is said to be an astounding 97% failure rate, which equates to around 350 million failing businesses. That is a staggering number. So our CEO came up with a solution. And that solution is OnPassive. Now, OnPassive is a hands-free, completely done-for-you automated online business that offers targeted traffic so that you can make money while you're doing other things. It is a marketer's dream come true. And if you don't have a business, OnPassive will be that business for you. We like to refer to it as the correction to the corruption. OnPassive was founded by our CEO, Mr. Ash Mafara. He's a man of tremendous vision for the future. He attended the American Intercontinental University for a master's degree in information technology and e-commerce. He's completed online Harvard School for Business Creation. He's researched models such as Walmart, Google, Apple, Amazon, LinkedIn, and the like. He has over 20 years of experience in online business. Now let's talk a little bit about the company. OnPassive is an American-based company registered in Orlando, Florida, with a tech staff and support team of about 700 plus employees in Hyderabad, India. This is where our products are being developed. Here you can see our office building in the left and a shot of members of the technical staff on the right side. OnPassive has 2 physical locations, one in Hyderabad, India, where our products are being developed, and our head office in Orlando, Florida, where our CEO sits. Here you can see newspaper clippings from our opening back in December 2020, which created quite some excitement in the IT space. Now, the objective of Mr. Mafara when he started was to create a new model that will be 100% done for you business and give you total life freedom within 12 to 24 months after the launch. That means the model will have automated product selling, automated customer building, automated follow-up and sales, which in time makes you a very successful business owner. Now, at the back of your mind, you're probably asking, do I have to sell products? The answer is no. Do I have to recruit people? The answer is still no. When we say OnPassive is a 100% done for you business, we mean that simply by using breakthrough technology. This model has never been attempted before in the industry. Now let's take a look at this slide, and I want you to pay close attention. This describes the behaviors of salespeople in any sector, and the information was sourced from the National Sales Executive Association. And if you'll read with me on the top line, it says 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. 25% of salespeople make a second contact and stop. 12% of salespeople make a third contact and stop. Only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. And if you go all the way to the bottom line, it says 80% of sales are made on the 5th to the 12th contact. Now, what does that mean? It means that simply people cannot sell, as we discussed earlier in the presentation. Only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. And for this, there's the importance of an automated follow-up system, and thus the birth of OnPassive. Now, we said earlier, to be successful on the internet, one needs products or services, and we need to build a team of customers. So let's talk a little bit about the products of OnPassive. Now, the company plans to roll out 50 products over time. When Mr. Mafara created OnPassive, His idea was to integrate all the products with each other, a type of a communication between themselves. That is one of the things that makes ONPASSIVE truly revolutionary. So let's discuss a couple of them. One of our products is called OBLESS. OBLESS is a crowdfunding platform that allows you to donate to causes that are dear to you, whether it be UNICEF, Red Cross, or similar. The beauty of OBLESS is that, like all other tools, it comes as a part of your package. Another difference is OBLESS is no hidden fees attached. Another product is OConnect. OConnect is a webinar platform. It is a high-definition audio and video conferencing tool. There's a screen capture option, which enables the user to take screenshots while recording. Another interesting feature is the auto language translation. While you are discussing your information on the OConnect platform, the user will understand your presentation in their own language. OConnect will provide an easy and better way to stay connected in the virtual world. And instead of using platforms like Zoom, people will be lining up to use OConnect's communication platform because of its features and very low cost. The bottom line is that all of these products will be superior to everything on the market and are under one roof. It is a one-stop shop at a ridiculously low price. When put together, the value of all these products are over $500 billion. Academy by itself, which is our educational platform, has a projected market value of over $350 billion by 2025. When ONPASSIVE launches to the public within very short, it will obliterate everything in sight. There is simply no competition. So who will be using these products? It is projected that within the first 12 months after launch, ONPASSIVE will generate 100 million customers. They will include teachers, government workers, college and university students, real estate agents, e-learners, opportunity seekers, and many more. People from all walks of life. That includes people like you and myself. So you ask yourself, how can you get involved? And my answer would be, become a Go-Founder. Now, who is a Go-Founder? A founder is anyone who joins ONPASSIVE before the public launch. The Go-Founders platform was the first product launched by ONPASSIVE, where members can keep track of their progress, communicate with other founders, and participate in beta testing of the company's products. What are some of the benefits of being a founder? You'll be a founder of a unicorn company. You will earn residual income for life. It is 100% hands-free, set it and forget it. You'll receive targeted traffic to your website given to you by the company. ONPASSIVE builds your business and team for you automatically. You'll be part of a beta testing and inner circle of decision making. You'll pay one time out of pocket, and the subscriptions are paid from profit. You will benefit from the massive marketing campaigns, and you'll have access to every tool you will ever need to be successful in online business. Now, if you became interested in becoming a founder today, all you need to do is get back to the person who invited you, and they will provide you with a link to register for free. Once you have completed the registration process, you can then proceed to pay the cost of $97 US one time out of pocket if you pay by Bitcoin. And if you're using a card, There's a processing fee of $5 that will bring your total to $102 US, securing your spot to build an income for your business, generating income for life, all on autopilot. Now in ONPASSIVE, there will be two payments. Your founder's fee of $97, and the second is your subscription fee at launch, otherwise known as your product package purchase. This is estimated to be around $250. We will be paying ONPASSIVE to build us that success. This is like saying to ONPASSIVE, look, I don't want to do the technical stuff. I don't understand it. Here is my $250. You, ONPASSIVE, do the work for me. Now, ONPASSIVE offers you a money-back guarantee. It is 100% risk-free, so you cannot lose. You can pay your $97, come in and look around, but if you don't think it's for you, simply ask for a refund. Whether you are passive or active, everyone wins. Everyone benefits from ONPASSIVE. Now, there's a great correlation between your network and your net worth, meaning that the amount of people on your team is equal to the size of your bank account. The more team players, the more success. Now, if you're passive, meaning that you do absolutely nothing, when ONPASSIVE launches, you will have 0 customers on your team. The company will then go to work for you, set up your website, drive traffic to it, follow up, and close the sale. So let's have a look at the chart. On day 1, you will have no people on your team. After about 60 days, using a conservative number, you would have acquired a team of 3 customers. Month 4, you would have acquired a team of 12 customers. And you say, where did you get that number 12 from, Kenneth? And I say, 3 times 3, 9, plus 3 is equals to 12. So let me explain. Remember that ONPASSIVE is a 100% hands-free business. They do all the work. So just like they went out and looked for 3 customers for you, the same must be done for people that come into the business. Likewise, month 12, you would have acquired a team of 1,000 customers. Online sales this year is estimated to be $4.9 trillion. So the question for you to ask yourself is, do you want a piece of that pie? So what if you were active? Active means that you share the business with others. Now, let's suppose that you share the business with 3 people. ONPASSIVE goes to work the same as that of the passive member. On launch day, you would have a team of 3 customers. After 12 months, that will have grown to 3,000 customers. A team of 40 customers. After 12 months, that would have grown to a team of 10,000 customers. And if you're a real recruiter, a team of 1,000 customers would have grown to a team of 100,000 customers. The point is, if you are passionate enough about sharing a great opportunity with others, you will be simultaneously building your customer base and earn faster when we launch. I now encourage you to let ONPASSIVE be the vehicle that drives you to your dreams. Let ONPASSIVE be the one that changes your life and the lives of relatives and friends around you. If you're in it, you've already won. Our secret of positive results is a positive mindset. Currently, we are over 690,000 founding members globally. Let us not get disappointed by false promises. It is time to change. Forget everything you've seen before and become a Go Founder today. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of our program. I will now turn the mic back over to Miss EDMIRA Walker as she conducts the Q&A session. Thank you for listening.
Okay, guys. There you have it. The last business that you and I will ever need. Well presented by my partner, Kenneth Hall, once again. And in his absence here tonight, I'm still thanking him for doing such a beautiful job and on presenting ONPASSIVE in a very simple way. Now, this is the question and answer section. We have different people on our panel for tonight. From time to time, we change up people on our panel. And tonight we have 4 competent persons. We have Robin. Hi, Robin, it's great to have you. We have Chris, the troublesome one. But Chris, it's always great to have you. We have Terry with us, who just helped us with the video there. And we have Marty with us. We would say Marty, but you would say Marty. Always good to have you, Marty. And they will be answering our questions for tonight. Just a reminder that this is a guest webinar. So we will give first preference to our guests. That is those who are not already in the business to ask their questions. So all you need to do, guests, is to raise your automatic hand at the bottom of the screen in the reaction button. Or you can, if you're shy, you can write your questions in the chat and I will read them for you. Okay, and our panelists will answer. So here is your chance. All you need to do is put your hand up and I will tell you when to unmute your mic and you can ask questions. Okay. First question. Okay, so while we're waiting on the first person to put their hand up, I just want the panelists to just identify themselves, a brief word. So let me call your name. So we have Chris.
Hi, present. How is everybody? Wow, what a great place to be in. I'm not sure how many new people we got here, but boy, are you in the right place at the perfect time to get in this amazing company. Kenny, that was the best presentation I've ever heard you do. My God, Kenny, I think you sound better on the recording than you do live. Don't tell him I said that. But that was really good, but that's what it's all about, guys. It's about changing your complete world, your life, and helping right along the way of many people that are in bad situations. And Passive's goal is to fix the wealth of the world. Its goal is to help every bad situation out there. And in my heart, I truly believe that's what's going to happen. We are growing immensely every single day. I could see 700,000 here within 3 or 4 days, I believe. And that's pretty amazing. You guys are all sharing. I see that. People are busting out with lives. People are making some amazing posts. And I'm extremely excited to be part of this amazing family. So anyone that's new here, if you can see me, I'm a 55-year-old, I'm still sexy, but I'm a 55-year-old man who's worked his whole life. And with the auto industry, I came into this company from a friend of mine named Peter Shore. 15 minutes I signed up. I didn't even think about it. 15 minutes after I signed up, I was looking at it and thinking, wow, that's all it took. For 97 US dollars, I couldn't go wrong. As the more I plugged in, the more excited I got. When I heard Ash Mufareh and the Leadership Council talk about this amazing company, my heart kept growing bigger and bigger and bigger, realizing, oh my God, what we could possibly do with this entire world and fix everything that's bad in it. I truly believe that. So if you're on the fence right now, man, bring out your questions. You'll be like me. I don't sleep that much. I talk about a passive all day long, not because I want to, because I love to. Okay. It is in my heart and it's in my brain. And most of you know I can't shut up. It's not a problem. It's a good problem to have. But welcome.
Thank you very much, Chris. So that's one of our panelists for tonight. As we go along, the others will be introduced. I have the first question in the chat. How much it will cost us in the Caribbean to become a Go-Founder? How much will it cost us in the Caribbean to become a Go-Founder? Okay, so we have 4 panelists, so you all have to decide which one of you will answer the questions, okay?
EDMIRA, what's the currency over there?
Okay, so Chris is asking me to answer that. So where I'm from in St. Vincent, we pay $2.70 for $1 US. So with the extra $5 that it will cost me to pay with my credit card, that will amount to $280. So here in St. Vincent, we will pay $280 to sign up, all right? Because that's the exchange rate. DL3, I don't know which Caribbean country you're asking the question from, but maybe you could put another question and we'll see how best we can help you there, okay? Thank you very much for that question. That was a brilliant question. And there is a follow-up. When is the deadline to become a founder? When is the deadline to become a founder?
Hard launch is actually the deadline. So hello, everybody. I'm Robin. I'm in Canada. And right now, to be a founder is $97 US plus the $5 US administration fee. And that's paying with your credit card, the best way to actually pay to get in. In the next little while, the price will be going up, still as a founder position available. But if you know that you want to do this now, there is no difference between joining as a founder now or joining as a founder after the price has gone up. But there will be no more founders after we launch. And so the deadline for becoming a founder is at the launch when we go global.
Thank you very much for that question, and Robin for that answer. Now, there is a question in the chat. I am not, well, there's a question mark, but I'm trying to figure out what it is asking. So I may not represent it well. So Dilip G, if I'm not doing justice to it, kindly, if you want to ask the question or rewrite it, please. So it says, we got products in all areas of IT. Zoom has become leader in the niche area in very short time. I believe it's difficult to get recognition in maybe many areas from one company.
That's a really good question. Marty, where are you at? Marty DeGarmo. Marty DeGarmo's got the perfect answer for that.
Yeah, say the question again. I'm sorry. Say it again.
We got products in all areas of IT. Zoom has become leader in the niche area in a very short time. I believe it's difficult to get recognition in so many areas from one company, right?
I don't feel that it will be, because remember, the main thing about ONPASSIVE is the value. The value of what you're getting, it just blows everybody else out of the water. One is Zoom can be very, very expensive. If you have any size at all, it starts to run into the thousands of dollars. The Zoom that the company runs right now is about $9,000 a month, something like that. In ONPASSIVE, the same product, different name, but the ONPASSIVE product that would cover that is $250, whether you have one person or 100,000 people. If you put that into the world and you show you could have Zoom for this or state of the art ONPASSIVE, which one would you take? So you offer value. If you offer value, one of them will win. And usually it's the one that costs less and is far superior. The technology behind Zoom is old. People get kicked off. It's hard to use, and it's not very secure. Some countries will not even use Zoom. So Zoom as a competition for ONPASSIVE is, I'm trying to think of the word, a joke, really. That's the best word I can think of. So,
Okay. Thank you very much, Marty, for that answer and the person for the question. Seeing any more questions in the chat right now?
I don't see if DL3 has put the currency. It depends. In French, Guadeloupe, Martinique, and Saint Martin, I think it's euro. They pay with euro in Saint Martin or dollars also. Dollars. You have both both currency, but US dollar.
Okay.
I don't know what they use in Jamaica. What do you use in Saint Vincent? In Trinidad?
TC dollars in St. Vincent.
Okay.
Trinidad is TT dollars. So that person will just have to convert how much US for, how much in their money is $1 US. And they will come up with the price that they'll have to pay, plus $5 if they're using a credit card, right?
If they want to have the change, the converter, they can go to. I can put the link here. It's xe.com, which is the converter for all the currencies in the world. You can download on your mobile, on your laptop, and you can have the converting currency from the US dollar to your local currency.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Terry. So DL3, Terry is going to post a link in the chat that you can use to check how much money it will cost from your area. Oh, the boss is from SVG, where I am from, which means you will pay $280. Thank you very much. Now, after another question in the chat, everyone. After becoming a GoFounder, how long will it take to get back your reward? After becoming a GoFounder, how long will it take to get back your reward?
Who wants that? Robert Tantillo, you want that one? You know what? It's a fair question. It's a good question. Number one, I don't call it a reward. I call this a blessing. But when we in soft launch, you will be able to make bonus money. Okay. I can't tell you 100% that you're going to make it back in soft launch, but after we launch, I couldn't really tell you how long it's going to take, but I think it's going to be pretty quick. Marty, you want to back me up on that one at all? That's a tough one.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about 100 million customers coming in a year. It could be 5 minutes. I mean, you just don't know. Depends on how many people are placed under you, how fast. But I don't even think about that. I mean, it's going to, the wealth that you can create with this business is just phenomenal. How quick? It all starts when it launches to the world. That's when the game begins. That's when the engine starts. That's when the company starts building for you. It could be very, very quick. I can tell you this, if you get in today and the company doesn't launch for 2 or 3 months, there could be 50 or 60,000 more people that have joined after you. And it could be the second that you pay, you get paid back. I mean, it could be that quick. It's hard to tell. It depends on when if you wait till the last day and you didn't share it with anybody, it could be a day to whatever. It's just not very long. They're talking about 100 million customers in a year. It's so small. It's nothing. You'll get paid when you pay, and this thing starts and is shared to the world. That's the beginning. That's when everything starts moving. That's what you paid the company to do. We are paying the company to build wealth for us. One time out of pocket. It's amazing. It'll be very, very quick. I just don't know what time. If somebody gave you an hour, 2 hours, I mean, nobody really knows that.
Thank you very much for that honest answer, Marty, to that very interesting question. I'm noticing Avril in the chat. Avril says, this is my first time here. everyone, just welcome Avril. We are so very happy to have you with us, Avril. And we hope that you'll have a question to make things clearer in your mind, okay? There are no more questions at this time. Sherry has her hand up. Sherry, unmute yourself and let's hear from you, please.
Sorry, I know I'm not on the panel, but if I could just put a little twist on the, I guess an answer for the $97, the return, when will you see that? Well, I've already received mine tenfold. And I would say that probably everybody in this community has also received it tenfold. We have the most amazing community of heartfelt people that you will ever meet. And we're in it because we want to give back. We want to make this world a better place. And so the $97 is a drop in the bucket. And I say it, and I'm going to say it again. I've spent more than $97 on therapy, and I get way more therapy in here than I do when I sit with a therapist. So I don't know. I just, that's just a bit of a twist. The money will come, but this other part that I admire is really the heart of ONPASSIVE'S. So met some great people in here. I guess, you know, just being able to, I'm going to stop there. Maybe there'll be something else where I'll jump in, but that's what I got to say about the $97. Thank you, EDMIRA. Appreciate you letting me share.
Thank you very much, Sherry, for sharing. So very much. That was valuable information that you just shared. It's the extension to a question. There are no more questions in the chat or hands.
Yes, I have one.
I have one question in the chat.
I have one in the Caribbean from Eunice, who was not able to join tonight.
Okay.
She asked me last week what are the form of payments available in the Caribbean: Visa, MasterCard, Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, but no Cash App and no PayPal, I think. I don't know. What are the payments available?
So for some people, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, but I know for sure debit card, credit card for sure. Those are safe to go with. I was on a webinar. Somebody from the Caribbean used Cash App, and she's saying she's not seeing any messages to say whether she paid or not. So I think she was told that Cash App takes a while. So to be safe, I would say let's stick with debit card, credit card. The credit card, you have to pay $5 extra, but yeah. So I think
even with, I think, I don't know with Cash App, but with Bitcoin and Ethereum, if you pay with cryptocurrency, you also have some fees on the $97. So it depends. It depends the exchanger you use, and when you transfer the currency, it takes some fees anyway.
Okay.
So I will tell her, but I guess she will be there Thursday night, and she would have paid, and she can bring some friends to join.
Okay, so we'll talk about Thursday night at the end of this session. Okay. So we do not have another question at this moment. I have one question that I would like to ask from somebody on the panel. Just for founders who might be here and wondering, and they're a bit shy. We know a lot of MLM businesses are around. How is building a team on passive different than recruiting in MLM? Okay, so Marty wants to answer that.
Marty can't wait to answer that. MLM, okay, with MLM, to keep the company going, you have to recruit flat out from the top to the bottom. You don't recruit, the company dies. They don't have what you call customers. They're all recruiters. They can say whatever they want, but you don't recruit, the company dies. Here, if no one brings in another person, not one, this company will thrive and be $1 trillion company in years to come. Because why? The company is a customer-based business. Everyone on this screen, besides being a founder or soon to be founder, is a customer of ONPASSIVE. The company is going to go get more customers by the thousands, by the millions. And that's the difference. They are going to drive traffic and bring customers in, whether I do, EDMIRA does, Bob, Babyface Grandmom, Chris Johnson, any of us. We don't have to do anything. That's the beauty of the company. I spent 17 years marketing, and it's not fun. And most people don't have the time to learn. All you wind up in MLM is spending money, and then you brag if you break even. That's not a wealth building machine. MLMs are out of the picture. There's no comparison, apples and oranges. This is a customer-based business that will be built by the company that you're paying one time out of pocket. Just keep that in mind. No matter what you hear tonight, 3 people, 5 people, doesn't matter. You get in, you're telling the company, build my empire, and they will build it until you tell them to stop. And I don't know anybody's going to say, I'm sorry, I'm finished. I don't want to make any more money. So it's a beautiful place. Just take it for what it is. It's that simple. But MLM in this company makes me sick to put the 2 in the same sentence because it's disgusting. MLM is sucking people dry and has been for years and years and years. I know there's 2% that make money, but guess what? If they don't recruit, they lose their business. That's why they jump around also. So yeah, this is a business sent from heaven, no doubt about it.
Okay.
I don't know how to make it any clearer than that, but.
Thank you very much for that, Marty. So we just want people to know the difference there between ONPASSIVE and those other companies that rub us dry, okay? And we are visionaries, and we know that we are in it to win it, all right? Thank you so very much. Still waiting for other questions. I know that the presentation was very clear, and maybe all the questions that the guests had in their minds, they are all answered. But we're going to continue. So I want to know, Marty, the Robin, $97 that would be paid. Is this like a shareholding? Is it to buy shares? What is that?
No, this is not to buy shares. This is to purchase your place in the structure of the corporation, of the company. And it is time-stamped when you come in, and that shows when and where you are positioned within the structure. If you choose to delay joining, this is where 2,000 to 3,000 people will still be joining every day at this point. This is the excitement that this is generating around the world.
Yeah.
If you choose to come in now, they will be coming in after you and time-stamped accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
So this is definitely a momentum that is hitting and creating more excitement and more people joining every day now, especially as we see the increase in price in the very near future, and we see the soft launch, the hard launch, global launch, very shortly thereafter. So people now are starting to hear about us more and more. They're starting to realize the value of what our products and portfolios have, and they're starting to see the merit that if they have a company or they are involved with an MLM company that they wish to have additional help with, that this company ONPASSIVE will be able to assist them improve what they do elsewhere, as well as create their own business within ONPASSIVE.
Thank you so very much for that answer, Robin. Thank you so much. Okay. So I'm gonna give one person a chance right at this point to just interject and say when they came into ONPASSIVE and why they haven't left yet. One founder, when did you come in and why haven't you left yet? Oh, come on, people. Shy.
Cathy raised her hand.
Okay, Massini.
Kathy.
Hi, guys. I came in
Oh,
Dreaming. I'm Kathy Friedman. I'm from Florida. And I had just been burned in another MLM, and we had 2 little videos in the very beginning. That's all we had. And I looked at them, and then my husband looked at them, and then we had to watch them a couple more times, and then we saw the vision. But it was October 23rd, 2018. And we didn't, we didn't have what we have today to market with until I don't know when it started, because I took a break after I recruited about 6 people, which I'm trying to reel back in. That's the hard part I'm having right now, is I built my team out really nicely, and with everything that people have created, which I'm so grateful for. But now I'm trying to reel back some of these people that I recruited early on, and they're like, they haven't left. So they just want to see the money,
Okay, well, why haven't you left, Kathy?
Because I have faith in Ash, and I believe I truly have been helping. I came from a helping family. My father was a dentist. We lived in a very poor area of Vermont. We moved there in '57, and he really changed the whole, he changed the human existence of improved the dentistry in Vermont. In 2 years, in the 30 years that he was there, he wiped out dental caries. And so I believe in raising the human condition. And I live in Florida, and we just started the Ron Halbert and Rosemary Rodriguez and I just started on Passive Florida, USA. And our mission is to touch every Floridian, because everybody thinks Florida, they think Palm Beach, they think, Fort Lauderdale or whatever, but the reality, and Disney World, the reality of it is, and I was just doing some research on Feeding America, is that that 1 in 6 children in Florida are food deprived. And it's, it breaks my heart, because I do a lot of volunteer work for Feeding America. And we only have 9 food banks in the whole state. It's a huge state. We have 21.5 million people here. So our goal is that we're going to start going out into the rural areas. And thank God Rosemary speaks Spanish and Portuguese, and try to bring this opportunity to people who really need it.
Oh, wow, wonderful. And that is exactly what ONPASSIVE is about. Thank you so very much for sharing that with us, Kat.
Thank you.
Okay, Robin, I'm gonna let you shoot now, and then we'll ask Marcini to speak.
Thank you, EDMIRA. For our guests here on board with us this evening, one of the joys about this company is that you do not have to recruit, and you heard that in Kenneth's presentation. There is absolutely no pressure in discussing ONPASSIVE with other people. And usually we have been talking to people that we love and respect. And once we've heard what ONPASSIVE is going to be able to do and to help other people, we want to help those that we know with this. So recruiting is not part of the vocabulary for this company at all. We use the term sharing, and that also can make people bristle a little bit, because that's also been abused in the network marketing and MLM industry. But when you go to the root of what sharing actually means, that you are giving it to somebody that you truly care about, and then letting them make the decision. Nobody on this call will be pestered with follow-up calls or with any other, you must join, you have to join, you've got a deadline to join type emails or comments. For our guests on here, it is up to you to get back to the person who told you about this, because they cared enough about you, honestly, for you to listen to this and for you to make your own decision. And that's one of the true joys, the integrity and truth of this company, is that you don't have to go running after anybody. There is no and should not be any competition between founders, because we do this, presentations like this tonight, from different areas and parts of the world to help each other. So we answer questions, we are here together to support each other. And truly that is the heart of ONPASSIVE, and that's what somebody wants you to hear and make a decision and hopefully join us because you resonate with it.
Thank you so very much for saying that, Robin. I love the part when you said this is not a competition. We love each other and we're working for each other. We're not competing against each other. And most businesses do that. The people in there compete who can make the most, who can do better, but that's not us, because we know that every one of us, we are going to win. Thank you so very much for that. Mazzini, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Robin. That was great. That was wonderful. Thank you so much. I listened a lot of your presentation in other webinars, and I really, really love what you just said. I just wanted to add, because she said mostly everything that I wanted to say. I'm just going to add on it that the reason I have not left, I'm still in ONPASSIVE, the love and the compassion that we have in ONPASSIVE. When we come in the webinar, we feel like family. We feel like we have known each other years and years before. You will not see any company in the world that they have been doing what we are doing right now. You're not going to see it. It means, and the fact that the COO, our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufara, come to talk to us almost every time. I'm going to work right now. I work for a company for 11 years. I don't even know who is the CEO. I have never met him for once. So how do you think I'm not going to be happy? I'm not going to feel like home. I'm not going to feel like I'm valued in this company. That's the beauty of it. And if the money is a done deal. And one thing is that you come in for money and you realize that money is not all about you need. Money is right back there. We have so many other things that we can do as a humanitarian better than money that we were thinking, because the money will be there. So that's one of the things that I didn't leave the company. I don't have to. There's no recruitment. We don't recruit. We share the opportunity. We don't have to pay from our pocket every month. Where can you find that? We will have financial independence for the remaining of our lives. How can you die or worry? It's a dynasty. We have to leave a dynasty to children, to generation. And plus that, around the world, we are going to remove poverty, to change the life of so many people just by sharing with our mouth. We talk a lot during the day. Why not just talking about ONPASSIVE all day? Actually, that's what I do. I sleep ONPASSIVE, I dream of passive, I talk ONPASSIVE, I do ONPASSIVE, and nobody can stop me doing that, because ONPASSIVE is unstoppable. And it's not going to stop. Then it will never stop. I tell somebody ONPASSIVE is built with the foundation like an ocean, so it will never dry, because you will never see an ocean that is dry. If it's a little river, it's going to dry, but it's an ocean. We will never dry. It's a generation to come. So we have to use everybody that are not a founder yet. Please, please don't think about the $97, because it's just a little total that Mr. Ash wants you to feel like you value and put yourself in the structure so that they know that your name is in the payroll. That's all you have to do. Put your name in the payroll. The $250, don't worry about it. Start keeping it little by little. Before we have the plane launch, you will get that money. Prove some other things that you have been doing every day. Stop buying some of the wig, handbags, shoe, clothes, buying some good food. Leave that aside, because you will have a time to eat good food. You will have a time to go out and buy all kinds of clothes. You are going to be a celebrity just being a founder in this company called ONPASSIVE. So that is a done deal. It's just to join us. Thank you so much. I'm so happy you are here today. What happened last week?
Thank you so very much, Mazzini. You are fired up, and you make us fired up when you talk like that. Thank you.
I'm unstoppable. Nobody will stop me. I talk about ONPASSIVE, and they will say, shut up. I say, my mom will not shut up. I'm going to keep talking. Don't give me 10 minutes, because I will talk for 10 days and I will not stop. I will have a lot to say about ONPASSIVE.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mazzini. We know that.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. much. Now we have a question in the chat. Before we take Mr. Flowers, we have a question from Blazer. Hello, thank you, and I really love this. I was invited by James. What would make me use your product rather than Zoom, for instance? Please give me some more clarity. So what would make this person want to use our products besides those that are out there?
I don't know if Blazer already use Zoom. I've paid for Zoom. Marty said the company is paying $9,000 a month to use Zoom. I can guarantee you I have paid for 3 years for Zoom monthly. I was never paid by Zoom. I paid for Microsoft Office for 20 years, 30 years, I don't know exactly, but maybe since the beginning, since the 90s. I stopped my payment to Microsoft Office last year. Microsoft has never gave me $1, 1 cent. I have recommended Microsoft and Zoom and WhatsApp and Facebook and all this stuff to thousands of people, but I was never paid for that. So why? If you have a product that is better, that is that is faster, that is anything but better than the other one, because we're gonna make and moreover we have the artificial intelligence plugged in since the beginning. So it's not like we use it after doing the product like the others done before. I mean, why you won't use a product if this product is giving you satisfaction and moreover is paying you every month, every day when you use it? So
okay, Terry, thank you. But I want to add something else. You paid $9,000 for Zoom. How much cheaper will O'Connects be? Yeah. I'm asking you, Terry, how much cheaper would O'Connect be?
I was not paying 9,000 Zoom. I was paying only 170 per year because I took the cheapest that I am able to pay to use it. But anyway, if you have a business and if you look to your business to grow it, if you use Google, if you use Microsoft, if you use all these tools with Google ads, with Facebook ads and so on. I was using Facebook ads last year to test it, to see if it's working for me, for my business and so on. And it was not really efficient. So if you have something that is driven by the artificial intelligence that is available and that you pay even $250 a month for the subscription to have all of this product under one roof, it's cheaper than anything that you can have in the world. I mean, I don't remember exactly, but I paid last year for my website, for tht2021.com to GoDaddy. I don't know. I paid for 2 years. I don't know how much it was. 150. If you add all this application that we're gonna have into our passive ecosystem, it's more than 250 a month, and moreover. Here, you don't have to pay the 250 after the first month because it's paid with your profit, with the money you make. And if you have more than 250 monthly subscription in your profit, you can use it to buy your cheese at the food store, to buy your baguette at the bakery, to put gas into your car, to buy a new car if you have 1 million on your account, you see. So what the hell is, where in this world there is a company that is paying you for using it? No way. Never happen.
ONPASSIVE just makes me smile all the time. It's like they're gonna pay me. They're gonna pay me for
They're going to
using
work for you.
the products.
The
How
company,
amazing can that be?
yeah,
According
the
to
company will
Michael,
work for
I
you.
can sleep and make money, right? Yes, thank you so very much, Terry, for that answer for that question. And Blazer, we hope that you got your question answered. And I encourage you, founders, if you have any question, sorry, guests, if you have any questions, put your hand up. If not, you can continue to write your questions in the chat. Okay, thank you. Flowers, you can unmute and go ahead. The man with the golden voice, let's hear it.
Hello, everyone. It's always a pleasure, boy. I love this. You know, Marcine, you said it all. Good night. I'm good. But I agree with everything everyone said here. You know, leave on passive. Y'all must be crazy. I don't even want to hear that question. But I've been wanting this for too long to leave. You know, let me thank Mr. Ashman Farr, because he's the best CEO in the world. There's no CEO ever, you know, I've known. I ain't know too many, and the ones that I did know, they barely knew my name. But this is the best company in the world. You know, ain't nothing hard about this. Either you get it or you don't. But the ones that don't get it, just come on in. You ain't gonna lose. You know, this is the best olive branch in the world. You know, I say it all the time. Where you gonna go and get a multi-billion-dollar business for $97? I'll wait. You know, I got a lot of whys, but that's one of them. Because when you ask that question, you get a lot of crickets. You know, they ain't got no answers. You know, I know people, I know some, I know a lot of them. Some of them, they can pay and get 1,000 positions, but they just skeptical, and I get it. But you ain't gonna lose with ONPASSIVE. You know, like I said, I've been wanting this for the longest. So residual income, you're gonna get paid while you're sleeping. How many jobs can you do that with? You know, you can't. You know, if you miss getting in there, all Microsoft, Google, Facebook, I'm trying to respect them, but they getting on my nerve now. They blocked me for some reason. I think I posted something. My buddy, he's a founder. He posted something and he sent to me. It was perfectly legit, you know. And I think that's why they blocked me. That's why you couldn't get with me, Chris, because I was blocked at the time. But I'm not gonna get into that. Facebook is a bunch of haters. I can't wait till old net come, you know. So, like I say, to all the people that's on the fence, come on in. I mean, you think yourself years from now, you know. I hate to say it, I ain't gonna live long enough to see how big this thing gonna be, but you ain't gonna beat it. It's nothing else out here. Ashman Farr, I got much respect for him. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the people that's rushing this and everything, they keep talking about when we gonna launch, they disrespecting him. So I got much respect for him. You know, this ONPASSIVE is the place to be. There's nothing else out here better. You know, so just come on in. Just get in. You ain't gonna lose. It's a lifetime money back guarantee. You ain't gonna lose. So come on in. It's nothing else out here better. You know, if you want to keep working for 40 hours, living in poverty, have at it. But if you want financial freedom, you want to stop trading your time for money, come on in ONPASSIVE and be blessed. Because that's what we are. This is I call it Hollywood Squares, and this is my crew right here. Because I know everybody here won't look at me like I got 10 eyeballs. So come on in. You won't lose.
Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you so very much, Flowers. It's always a pleasure to hear you. Thank you very much for that testimony. Now, Robin, your hand is up, and I'm going to allow you to answer this question one time, okay? So Blazer is saying, I do not have a product to sell. I understand that this is not a problem. Please address this. Please bear with me Sorry, much of this goes over my head. Thanks for your patience. First, we want to stop Blazer by saying, why are you apologizing, Blazer? We love your questions. The webinar tonight is for people like you who have a bunch of questions. We want you to ask your questions, so do not apologize at all. Just keep your questions coming, okay? Robin, the question again.
EDMIRA, I've got it. I agree
Okay.
with you 100%. And Blazer, absolutely. This is for you, and the questions you're asking are fabulous. This is another joy about OnPassive. You don't have to have the products, and you get that. That's wonderful. And of course, this is going to be over your head. You're hearing this maybe for the first, second, even third time. The people that you were seeing pictures of or in the panels and who are answering the questions, we've been fortunate to be involved with this for a little while longer. Some of us as far back as 2019, and you heard Kathy mention 2018. So I promise you, for some of us, it was not an easy to understand situation because it is something so far out of the normal of what we've experienced up until now. We've had time to attend many, many webinars and to learn step by step as we've moved forward. So in answer to your question, not having a product sometimes can even work in your favor because this way, the company is building the business for you. It is actually, as a founder, you are using the company, paying the company to bring in the customers after the global launch, and you don't have to do anything. And this is something that is such a far stretch for many people to understand, because when have we ever heard that you don't have to do anything and it is truly meant? Sometimes it's being used as a catchphrase to pull you in. Sometimes it's a hook. Sometimes it's just a downright lie. But this company and our CEO, Ash Mufarah, has made the promise to all founders that he guarantees that we will be looked after. And that's whether you become a founder in 2018 or whether you are the last founder to join just before we go to global launch. Know that you are in the right place. And if you can trust and hear these messages from your heart, you will be able to learn the business and learn the understanding of what the corporate and the company is all about from your mind as you hear your CEO speak and as you go on other webinars and hear other people talk about what OnPassive and the products are. So don't question yourself and don't apologize, as EDMIRA said, about asking your questions. We were all there. We all started at one point. And it's wonderful and refreshing to have somebody who asks questions because you're interested. But let your heart do the thinking as well. And if this resonates with you, you are absolutely in the right place as a founder. And if it's not for you right now, I know that you'll be using the products after we've launched. But I hope that you will truly consider joining and speaking to the person who brought you here again.
Thank you very much, Robin. Well said. Always like to hear that strong leadership voice. Thank you very much. I have one last question for those guests who are shy to ask. I'm going to ask, how many accounts can I have with this OnPassive? How many accounts can I have?
You want me to answer that one?
Yes, Chris, I would really appreciate if someone would answer it.
Mrs. Mayor, I will answer that, but I believe, Derek, correct me, Dr. Derek, have you been waving your hand to talk or have a question? Okay, we're gonna get you next, my brother. How many accounts you can have? Well, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. You only need one account. You could buy as many as you can afford, okay? But one is plenty. That is the truth. One is plenty. If you have extra funds, you can buy yourself some extra accounts if you like, or you can gift them to people, maybe some of your family or your friends that would probably need them passive if they're in a bad situation. Okay. So the correct answer is you can buy multiple accounts if you want, but when you do that, I want you to remember about people in need in your life that you might know. Hey man, do the right thing and gift a couple of your friends or your family, or even a stranger you don't know, but you know they're in hard times.
Wow.
That is my honest answer.
Thank you so very much, Chris. That's a really profound answer. So it's ONPASSIVE is not just about us. It's about all the people who are out there for us to help. Thank you so very much, Chris. Thank you. Dr. Derek had his hand up, or he was waving his hand around. I didn't see what Chris saw. Dr. Derek, go right ahead, please.
Peace and blessings to everyone. Thank you very much, Kenneth, and thank you very much, EDMIRA. Thank you very much to all the Leadership Council on this call and all the co-founders. Peace and blessings to all the guests on this call. First of all, I'm not a medical doctor, just to make that clear. In technology, I have my doctorate. And one of the things that I did was to build websites. And I used to build a website for a customer, and that was for $250. That was the cheapest I would build a website for. So when I look at persons purchasing one website, and it wasn't as glamorous as the co-founders, and definitely not as glamorous as the ONPASSIVE website. Okay. And so a $250 investment for a website for a business, and that's just the website, that's not the business as yet. And you spend $250 just to get a website to run your business. $97 out of pocket is a joke, personally. And if you don't have $97, then you definitely need this business. So beg, borrow, find, get, not illegally, that $97 and get in now, right now. Don't even wait till tomorrow. You know, break that piggy bank or something. Because this ONPASSIVE business has been the best. Yes, we are not getting any income as yet. But I have never, in my 17 plus years in multi-level marketing, in funnels, in, you know, all sort of business, you know, lotions and potions. I have been there, done that. And I've never seen any business before it started, before launch, have over 600,000 plus people already in the business before it launched. That is even something to want to be a part of. Even to say that I am in a business, or I was in a business, or I was a part of a business, or I am a part of a business. And you know, I'm talking for people who might come in and jump off. But I am a part of a business that has over almost 700,000 persons, co-founders, before launch. That is a milestone in business. Just think of it. Just think of that. Almost 700,000 people involved before launch. And so even to be a part of such a business is a milestone in any business. You look at all of those business, Microsoft, Zoom, Google, you name any business. This is a milestone in business to have so many people involved before the business launch. And so my advice, and I heard someone say that people might be on the fence. No one is on any fence. You're either in it to win it, or you're not in it, so you lose it. Because if you're contemplating for too long, it means you're not in it. Just get in. I just got in. And that was about over 2 years ago. Because if I can take $97, which I don't know of any business, no business on the planet, you're going to spend $97 and get a full blown business. I have 2 business right now, personally. And I didn't spend $97. I definitely spend much more than that. And with $97 and be getting into a business in this time of life is something you should just jump in. Don't even look left, don't even look right. Jump in and then ask the question. Get back with the person, jump in, and then ask some questions. Or get your questions answered, because no one will know everything about a business. Even the CEO don't know everything about the business. Because this business is developing every day. It's developing every week, every month. And so just get in. Just pay that $97, get in, and then, you know, because as many persons said, including Robin and Chris, etc., they all said that if you don't believe that it will profit you, you can get back your refund. And that is one thing you can assure. And if ONPASSIVE don't want to give you your $97, I will give you $97. Ask for me, because I am telling you, I believe 177% that this business is the best business that you'll ever be in your lifetime. If you believe that ONPASSIVE is your ticket to a successful life, just join. If not, I'll see you next time, and I hope when I see you, you know, it will not be crying that you did not come in at the time that you have in front of you right now. Don't wait until 2 years from now when to maybe get in, you have to have $1,000. When you could be joining right now for $97. But we don't know where this business going to take us in the next 2, 3 to 5 years. So remember, persons who are broke can only help you to be broke. You will never be criticized by someone who is doing more than you. You will only be criticized by someone who is doing less, or on the same level. So please, please get in, get involved. Look at our website on ONPASSIVE.com. I have never seen a website so awesome, so glamorous, so well put together. And we're talking $97. If you don't have $97, then you need this business for sure, 100%. Thank you very much, EDMIRA, and thank you very much for allowing me to speak. And join.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Derek. I feel sometimes like when you finish talking, My job here is done. I mean, I am convinced and I believe you. You know why? Because you're the doctor of technology. You have built websites and I don't know anything about computers or about online business, but you guys have been there, done that, and you know what ONPASSIVE is about. And I'm always happy to hear you speak about it. And it makes me very happy that I joined ONPASSIVE when I did. So as you said, just come in. Okay, just come in. Maria is unmuted. Ron, I recognize your hand. Maria is unmuted. Maria, do you need to ask a question?
Hi, good night. Good night again. This is Maria, and my sister is here with me. She was listening to that Jamaican. You know, I mean, she listened and she said, "Oh my God, she feel converted."
Yeah.
She's just visiting from the United States for a week.
Okay.
And I was just telling her about it. I don't know much, but you know, she just listened a bit and she just want to hear a little about it. But she was just listening when the Jamaican was talking, you know, and she sounded like she really
Dr. Derek.
Dr. Derek.
That was Dr. Derek.
Good night.
Good night. I'm sorry, I didn't.
That's okay.
Yeah.
He's answering you now.
Yeah.
Yes, good night, good night, good night.
Good night, Dr. Derek.
Yes, I'm a Jamaican.
I can hear the.
I am here in Florida, actually.
Yeah.
I live in Florida, was in New York for 14 years, etc. Pennsylvania. And I have been into many business. Maria's sister, I've been into many business for my 17 years. You see, let me tell you about job. Job, when you have a job, it means that you're just over broke. That's all. let me get to brass tacks. When you have a job, and anyone who have a job, even if you're getting 6 figures, I'm telling you, you're just broke at a different level. But from once you have a job, you're just over broke. Simple. And so if you know the history of even the United States of America back in the 1700s, it was built on business. America was built on business. And so the best thing to do is to get involved in a business. And that is why a person will buy a McDonald's franchise and you have to have 500,000. 500,000 liquid, which means you have to have that amount of dollars in the bank, because a McDonald's franchise is anywhere from 950,000 to 1.3 million. That's a McDonald's franchise. And so you spend $950 to $1.3 million to get a McDonald's franchise. And for the next 3 years, there's no profit.
Okay.
At least any business you get into, at least 3 years, give yourself 3 years to make a profit. So for 3 years, you'll be paying back your loans, paying staff, paying this, paying that, and you spend $97, not 1.3 million, you know. $97 is what you're spending. And so listen, my advice to everyone that is a guest, don't think about it, because if you think about it, your head will explode. And we don't want anyone's head to explode tonight.
Okay.
So just get in it. Marie's sister, just get in it.
Yeah.
Don't look left.
Listen,
just get in.
I spend money doing some stuff that sometimes you buy some things and you never use it. I look at that differently, you know. Yeah, because a lot of times people just spend money buy some things, and this is a business, and just $97, that sounds unbelievable. So I would jump in right now.
Jump in,
Come on,
jump in.
baby. Come on, baby.
Don't ever say anything more. Jump in.
Yes, I'm gonna do that. Just want a little more explanation on how everything works, you know.
No, you're not going to know how everything work, honestly.
No,
'Cause-
not everything, but some of the things about it. You
Well,
know,
you
later
learn
on.
that
Ask
along the
your
way.
question. Ask your
You learn that
question.
along the way.
What else do you need to know tonight? What else do you need to know tonight? Okay? Just ask the question, what else you need to know tonight before you you sign up. The answers are all here for you tonight. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so very much, Dr. Derek, Maria, and her sister. Thank you so very much. We're gonna take Ron, and then we'll take Sherry. Ron, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Myra. There's a lot of things I could say and I'd like to say, but to keep it short, as I say in my lives, you will not ever in a short period know all of the moving parts of ONPASSIVE. There's no way that you can learn all of the moving parts of ONPASSIVE. Okay? If you got into usually a business like this, which is a multi-million, multi-billion, whatever you want to say, dollar business, you would pay anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000 to get in it. Okay, we are offering you a $1 million business for under $350, $97 plus the $250. Okay, don't try to learn everything. Just do it. Get in it today, learn tomorrow. Marty, Dave Switzer, Chris, or anybody else will tell you every webinar you go to, you will learn something new.
Sure.
Okay. Everyone. So if you went to 7-Eleven, went to work, do you know how to work their registers? Do you know how to stock their shelves? Do you know how to order? No, you have to be trained.
That's right.
That's what we're going to do for you. So just get in today, learn tomorrow. And like Ash says, it's a done deal. Hope to see you.
Thank you so very much, Ron. Thank you. Very well said. Okay, we'll take Sherry and then Narelle has a hand up. Go ahead, Sherry.
Actually, I took my hand down, but I will just say something really quick. I would like to thank Dr. Derek because Maria and her sister are friends of mine. And so I think you just, they're going to sign on the dotted line, but the information that you gave was really quite amazing. That was, that would be enough to get anybody in. So, and Maria and your sister, tell Ringo that life is about to change and all of your prayers are going to come true, you guys. All your prayers are coming true. We're going to take care of you in Jamaica.
Bless you, my sister.
Hey, I love you guys.
I love you too, honey.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sherry. Oh gosh, gonna get people teary. I know, Sherry. Thank you. Okay, Narelle.
Good morning from Australia. Good evening to everyone.
Morning.
Thank you for having this presentation, EDMIRA. Always enjoy being here. Also to Kenneth, I know that he can't always be here, but it was an amazing presentation as per normal. And thank you, Dr. Derek, and any others who have spoken. I really appreciate the words that you speak because I see that you come from your heart. I just wanted to share quickly, and I know that we are on a timer, but you know, I had a business when I was younger. I'm a florist by trade, and I bought into a business. It cost me $30,000. Now, I worked hard, and I worked very hard. Floristry, everybody thinks that, oh, it's all the pretty flowers that you work with, but it's not. It's lifting the heavy buckets. It's working long hours. It's doing weddings. It's stressing over the money coming in. You know, so bricks and mortar can work for people, but again, it takes many, many years to make money. If you go to an accountant and you're buying a business, what they will say to you is don't expect any income till at least 3 to 5 years. Now, I worked my bum off, and I also had a very preemie baby while I ran my business in 1995. Sorry, I had her in 94. I started my business in 1990 and I had a baby. I had a marriage breakup and I worked hard. You know, I was working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, and it never, ever ends. When you're the owner of a business, you know, I always say I would always make a great employee because I've been a business owner. You know, to actually work and have an income coming in every week would have been much better than owning a business. Do you know what I mean? Like bricks and mortar. Now, the floristry trade is very busy and you have very busy times. You know, I remember working 47 hours straight for Valentine's Day and things like that. But if you take a $97 investment with OnPassive, this came to me in a time when I was searching for somehow to help my niece Mimi with cerebral palsy. Bless is one of the best platforms that I can talk about because I've fundraised for my niece before on the platforms of GoFundMe or Facebook fundraiser. And what I didn't know was that they were taking 15 to 30% of the cream off the top. You know, that's the money that's needed by these people. You know, my niece has treatments twice a year in Sydney, Australia, and they cost $8,000 to $10,000. Eventually, she will hopefully have the surgery in America, which is $100,000 surgery. Now, money doesn't pop out of the air for anybody these days. You know, we all work hard for our money. You know, I'm disabled because of my open heart surgery and a few accidents that I had been involved in. So it was something I was searching for, not only for little Mimi to help her fundraise, for myself also, because I'm a mentally active woman, physically not so much, but mentally active. And to be able to put that to somewhere, you know, I was praying for a long time, please, Lord, you know, I need something that actively keeps my mind stimulated, you know, because my body isn't able to do as much as what it used to. And I waited and I waited patiently. And thank God I did wait patiently, because when OnPassive came, it came with 100%. Oh my gosh, this is it. This is the only way. And I didn't know everything about anything. You know, I'm a florist, I'm a masseuse. I drove big dump trucks in the coal mines. I've done anything that I could put my hand to. So I knew that perhaps if I threw myself in the deep end here, that I could help a lot of people by just getting in. So I got in, and I also bought a position for my great niece Mimi so that she will have financial help for all of her treatments for future, to help her to walk. I got in for my children, you know, and my granddaughter who, you know, struggle to even buy a home these days because the banks don't allow you to just freely have your own precious home. You know, it's not the be all end all, but most here in Australia, it's the Australian dream is to own your own home. You know, to not have to struggle, to not have to work 2 or 3 jobs to get the deposit for a home. So OnPassive was something I got in and I thought, you know what, I'll learn. And boy, have I learned. And boy, have I met an amazing family of people who come from the heart. You know, so people supporting, there's no selling, there's no recruiting. I just got in and I was accepted, and I have done, I have just been amazed at what support there is out there. So thank you so much, EDMIRA. For anybody looking, it really is a no-brainer. You can come from any background. It doesn't matter. You know, there's no discrimination between race or, you know, your religion, or, you know, whether you've got the money or not. Like Dr. Derek said, you know, go out there, borrow, beg, you know, get the money. It's $97 US. We can do this. And together you will come into an amazing company and family. So thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, Narelle, for sharing. It's always a pleasure to hear you share about your journey with your niece and all of that. It gives me hope for her and for others like her OnPassive. Thank you. Marty has his hand up. We are winding down, guys. Winding down. Yes, Marty, go ahead.
Okay, I just want to kind of wrap up with some people like Dr. Derek was saying. I did market for like 17 years online, and you got to put a little perspective into it. Take $2,000 a month to get your autoresponder, maybe ClickBunnel, maybe an app so that you can control the comments that you get on your ad. And after you start the $2,000 a month, now take 3 years to learn how to market. Now, if you add all that up and you put $97 in front of that, my God, I mean, it's a no-brainer. The company is going to make you an expert. Day one, the day it launches, you know how to market, you know how to sell, you know how to build a team. They're going to be the customer service for you. They're going to explain the business to the customer. They're going to treat the customer like kings and queens, and you're going to reap the reward for it. It's amazing, amazing. And if you don't see that, then you're not really looking. I mean, keep in mind, if you really want to build wealth from home, fork out a couple grand a month for the next 5 years. And then when you start breaking even, hope you're in a business that's still running, because most of them disappear. This business, day one, is going to be do everything for you. They're going to market. They're going to train people. They're going to do all the videos. They're going to do artificial intelligence. It took me 3 weeks to make one ad. 3 weeks. And during those 3 weeks, we're paying money because they don't let you test for free. So you're testing ads, you're testing what works, you're testing what don't work. Imagine a company when they have 50 websites for everybody here, millions of websites going out in milliseconds all over the world, building a massive team for everyone here. For $97 for a founder and then about $250 one time out of pocket, we should be having to stop people from coming in. And by the way, there is a number. There is a number that Ash said that he will not go over. If that number's before the hard launch, he could stop founders before we even get to hard launch. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. And he never said that before. And 2 weeks ago, he said it. And I'm not sure what that number is. But even if you look at 1 million people, we're talking very quick. Very quick. And I believe at soft launch, some of the people that are actual marketers are going to come in. Why? They can make money while they're marketing. That's all they're waiting for. All these marketers out there that you see, every one of them, they have all the tools that I just mentioned. That's what we were spending. That's what we spend every month. Thousands of dollars a month to hope you can get an ad, to hope somebody will click on it, to hope there'll be a customer. And you're going to get all that for $250 one time. You got to do it. You got to do it. Don't let it go. It's crazy. Because the day will come, people walk up and say, hey, do you know about the ONPASSIVE thing? And you say, do I know? I'm a founder. And they're going to go, holy cow, you are one of the luckiest people in the world. It's not luck. You're here about it now. Get in. It's not luck. Luck has nothing to do with it. You are here. You're meant to be here. Get the $97. I don't care if you, whatever you got to do, because what you're getting, the value of what you're getting. We talked to a university 5 weeks ago. You know what the hardest thing was? To put it in their head how much they're getting for the money. They just could not swallow. Wait a minute. Okay, we getting that? Yes. Are we getting that too? Yes. Wait a minute. We can have all that for yes. And I'm not kidding you. They're just like, I don't get it. You heard Dr. Derek. 1 page you made. 1 page, $250. One. Go look at ONPASSIVE.com. That page has everything on it. It's not functionable yet, but it will be. And that'll be yours, by the way. It'll be coded to you. All this is coded to you and done for you. People say, well, I don't know how to do a web page. Who gives a crap? You don't have to know. They're going to do it for you. You just have to know how to direct money. So start getting accountants and find out what you're going to do with all your apples. That's what you need to do. But if you're not in and you don't get it, I'm going to tell you, go to the hardware store, buy a shovel, bring your neighbor to your backyard, dig a hole about 6 foot, jump in and have him bury you because you died. You done
Damn.
died.
Thank
Anyway,
you.
that's it. Yep.
Thank you so very much, Marty. Thank you guys so much. That was well said. And as somebody said earlier, on every webinar, we learn something new. I just learned something from Marty. I didn't know there was an amount ceiling for founders. So there we go. You can't wait, guys. You have to get in now, okay? Maria, I'm going to take Maria's hand, Mark, because Maria's a guest, and then I'll take you, okay, Mark? Okay, go ahead, Maria.
Oh, I was just wondering, this is Maria's sister. When can I join this?
Oh, no. You
No?
can join
5 minutes
right
ago.
now. No. I mean, I can send you my link, but I'll let Sherry send it to you because Sherry was Maria's contact. So I'll let Sherry work with you tonight, okay?
I'll get Maria, I'll get a hold of you guys tonight, okay? Maria, and I don't know Maria's sister's name. I'm sure you have a name, but I'll talk to you when the webinar is over, okay?
Okay, no problem.
Okay, so
thanks,
Maria's sister, what's your name?
I'm Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie.
So we don't have to
Hi.
say Maria's sister anymore.
Nice meeting you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Stephanie. Stephanie, on next Tuesday when we have our next webinar, and even if you're back in the US, you need to invite your other friends to come and hear about ONPASSIVE, okay?
Yes, I will.
Right. Okay, thank you.
Not a problem.
All right. Mark, go right ahead.
Hey, everybody. This is a question for Marty as the expert in setting up the marketing campaign. I am a founder. I've been here for 6 weeks, totally excited. Think it's an amazing, amazing opportunity. And I'm looking at avenues to try and get people on my team before the soft launch. I understand that we don't have to get people on our team, but I want to try and get as much of a foothold as I can. I'm paying people on a site called Fiverr with 2 R's to scrape email addresses. And then I'm going to set up an email campaign with a website called Woodpecker. Do you have any tips and tricks for me? I know I sent these to you, Marty, sorry. But anything from your experience? You're the man, apparently, according to Chris Johnson. Oh, sorry, Chris, dropped you in it.
Chris he doesn't always tell the truth, so don't listen to what he says.
Chris.
And in this case, he might be fibbing a little bit. Listen, marketing it's a weird animal. It's a moving target. You don't know what people will like, what they'll respond to. A lot of emails that you do, Mark, have to do with the subject line. If the subject line in the email makes them open it, that's a big deal. Now you're one step closer. Now you've got about 3 sentences to capture what they want to see or hear. That's another big one. I know it's all crazy stuff.
No,
what I would do, like, you don't want to spend a lot of money, but if you have an email list, a half decent one. And by the way, email lists, that's another thing. I deleted 30,000 emails last month, okay? And I paid for them. The reason is emails live and die very quick. For one thing, a lot of people are tire kickers. They come in, they look at stuff, but they really aren't going to do anything. They're just kind of thumbing around and they're surfing. You got to pay for that. That's what is horrible. I have a couple pages that I made for people that are free. It doesn't say your name, but it says get back to the person that sent you this. It's very short videos, very short, because people nowadays have a very short attention span. You need to catch them right away. What if there was a company that did this, 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 and this? Would you be interested? You're darn right. I already know the answer. It's an easy answer because I know what people hate. I can give you all those pages and you can test them out. Now, first you got to hope your email's good. They don't bounce.
Right.
You know, even if you scrub an email, doesn't mean that the person you're sending it to didn't get them 1,000 times. But
Sure.
what I would do is very simple, very short. What do people hate about online? Make it about that. Most people hate this, and this. Then show the video, and if they like it, they'll get back to you and say, I want to know more info. Now you have phase 2 of sharing it with them. But I can give you 4 or 5 pages that I made, very, very 1 minute, 2 minute videos. I don't think you need to be long, because what you want to do is get them to make a comment or come back to you and say, I want to know more. If they say, I want to know more, you got the fish on the line. Now, whether you can reel them in or not, that's up to you. But people are looking, they're desperate right now, but they're also scared to death. They think everybody's out to get them. You know that, Mark. They all think, well, this is a scam, this is that. You know, you got to play that game. But like I said, make it very unobtrusive. In other words, you send it and you're showing it to them. There's no opt-in. There's no give me your name and email. Send the video. If they like it, they'll get back to you. And if you can get a hold of me, and the Leadership Council, my email's there, write me and say, can I have the free pages? And I'll give them to you.
Okay, I'll email you, Marty. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. I mean, I can't, there is no magic wand. That's what sucks about it. And a lot of people tell people, follow me and I'll make you this and that and this and that. And I hate to say it, it's a lie. Gurus cannot duplicate what they do.
There's no magic bullet.
No, there's not. There's only a bullet, and it hurts.
Ouch. Thank you, Marty. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Marty. Okay, so we have just about 5 minutes before the 10 o'clock hour. And I just want to give any guest final last opportunity to ask a question, make a comment. Guests, we are going to welcome you to do so at this time. And if not, we are going to officially close this part of tonight's session.
Yes, we close all of it.
Hello, Teresa.
Sorry. Yeah, can I do the put to bed music?
Oh, no, we're not ready for that part yet, Teresa, but of course you will. Okay, I'll tell you just when. Okay, so, all right, so I just want to say a very big thank you to all of the Leadership Council members who are here with us. Julie, I recognize you were typing the chat, you were with us tonight. Maybe you're still with us. We just want to thank you very much for coming by and lending your support as usual. To Chris and all the other Leadership Council members who are here, always a pleasure to have you on this webinar. And we invite you to keep coming, keep coming. You make our webinar very rich, you know? We like having you and like listening to your testimonies and all that you have to say. To all the co-founders, without you, I don't know what I'll do tonight. You really did an awesome job tonight. For all of you who made contributions in one way or the other, or for just sitting in. It was very nice to have you one more time. To all our guests, this webinar is exactly for you, and people like Blazer and Stephanie and Maria, and those who didn't say a thing, but you listened, and you're going to make your decision right now. We just want to thank you so very much for coming out, and we encourage you to do it before it is too late for you, okay? Terry, a special thank you to you for running the presentation for us tonight. I just want to say here to all the founders who know Ken already that his work pattern has changed, so he's not able to make it sometimes because he has to work on the time when we have our webinar. So we will only be running them now on Tuesdays. So everybody take note. And it's kind of win-lose because we are happy that we are not clashing with Robin anymore, and we can get to attend Robin's webinar, okay? So all of us who are here, we can join to Robin on Thursday nights. So we'll only be running it once a week, that's on Tuesday nights, And when Ken is not with us, Terry would be more than happy, I know, to help us with the presentation. Thank
Always.
you guys very much for coming, and may the Lord continue to bless you and have a wonderful week, everyone. God bless you. This is where we're going to end this webinar officially, but of course, you know, there is always an after party where we meet, we talk, and we chat for a little bit. We're going to have our
After
our
party.
song. No, we're gonna have our song.
We are the world. We are the world.
We have to have our song, We Are the World. And I'm going to stop recording at this time. Is
Hey,
it a good
EDMIRA?
time? Yes, please.
EDMIRA, can I bust in one real quick second?
Sure you can.
I apologize. I want to also keep everyone a reminder, Thursday, 4 o'clock Eastern time is a private founders webinar with the King of Kings, Ash Mufara. That is for founders only. So all you new people that are I know are gonna sign up tonight, you will be invited to that meeting if you become a founder tonight or tomorrow. So you definitely want to hear this guy speak. You'll be blown away. Thank you, Myra. I apologize.
Thank you very much. Don't apologize. We really appreciate that bit of information there. So I'm
Merci.
gonna